Let you take this one here for my purpose for later on. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Here, go ahead and have your own as well. That's just a smaller version of the full-size poster here. I'm Scott Nelson with Stericycle. I just want to introduce you to your new program. This is going to be rolled out in about 4 weeks. Okay. You're going to start seeing these in bedrooms throughout the hospital, in procedural areas, OR, etc. Okay. We have 2 different containers. We're going to capture all your pharmaceutical waste. Where you've been putting pharmaceutical waste in different containers to date, we're going to start capturing all pharmaceuticals in one of these containers. Okay, I'm going to leave off chemo and narcotics. You're going to have those the same containers for those 2 pathways, those 2 medication lines. But if it's a non-chemo, non-narcotic, we want to make sure we capture them in one of these containers here. 95% of what you have is non-hazardous. It's going to be a blue bin waste. Notice this container has a liner system. There's going to be a message on the top of here that says no sharps. We can't have sharps in this container. Again, this is an economical way of disposing of all your pharmaceuticals. Okay. This is going to be in a dolly on the floor with a foot lever to activate and open the top. You just hit the foot lever and the top pops open, okay? If you happen to see that it's snapped tight, sometimes that dolly doesn't work as well as we'd like it to, just go ahead and make sure it's loose, and then the foot lever will activate this as you need to. What happens to the other 5% of your pharmaceuticals? They're deemed hazardous from the Environmental Protection Agency. We want to capture those for separate disposal, okay? Between the EPA and the DOT, we have rules on how they're transported and how they're disposed. We need to capture them in a separate container. Again, these are in all your med rooms. It's going to be in a dock or on a locking bracket on the wall. Just remove the cap, just put your medication waste in here. I mentioned that this has that plastic liner and you can't have a sharp in there. So even non-hazardous sharps are suitable for this container. Okay, make sure all your medications that are left in a syringe with a needle or sharps are in here. Okay? Let's look at the poster real quick. Remember, empty items are always empty. Plain maintenance solutions, we don't want to capture those. There's no impact to the environment from putting dextrose down the drain, so we want to continue to do that. If you have a plain maintenance solution, LR, electrolytes, just make sure that you get them down into the drain system. Take the IV bag after you drained it and put that into, not the blue bin, the trash. Remember, empty IVs are empty, they're sharps. Okay, empty IV bags. Again, no change to your trace chemo, no change to your narcotics. Follow your hospital's policy on witnessing and the disposal of your narcotics. We are going to have a series of alerts for these group up here, okay? If you see an alert in your Pyxis that says dispose in blue, make sure the waste goes into this. Again, about 95% of what you're going to dispose of is non-hazardous. We just want to capture in the blue bin. The other 5%, you're going to see a message that says dispose in black with packaging included, or return to pharmacy. If you just see dispose in black, go straight here. If you see the packaging one, that's because it's nicotine, or it's Coumadin, or it's physostigmine. You want to capture not just the medication itself, but you want to capture the packaging. And you want to segregate it by putting it in a Ziploc bag or over-wrapping it in your glove as you're disposing of it, and put that into the black container. Okay, if it's acutely hazardous, if it's in this package in black, remember you can still go to the black bin. Notice the small clear Ziploc bag as a reminder, okay? Finally, the last group is return to pharmacy. You have oxidizers, you have corrosives, and you have aerosols. And each of these categories of medications, relatively small. We're only talking maybe 20 or so medications throughout. But we don't want to put those things into the black container, even though they're deemed hazardous and need hazardous waste disposal. The pathway is through the pharmacy. So the best way to do it is to take a Ziploc bag, put that aerosol canister, that corrosive, that oxidizer in here. Again, it's going to tell you return to pharmacy. Just put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the basket, off to the pharmacy. Let the pharmacy technicians pick it up. That's all you need to do. Keep an alert. About 4 weeks out for our overall program. And Epic should be uploaded at that time. When you see these bins, make sure to keep an eye out for alert, giving you the disposal pathway. All right, thanks guys, I appreciate it.